Hey YouTube, you're now tuned into question and answer rapid fire in under 5 minutes. So we're gonna do these videos in under 4 to 5 minutes, right? So now, one of my subscribers, they asked me, what is the best advice Mr. Goodbread have for 29% women looking to get in a relationship / marriage? Very good question. And I advise everybody that has any more questions like that, send them on in and I'll do these videos. All right, guys, I ain't gonna waste no more of my time. Check out the intro and we'll be right back. Guys, let's get started. So number one on the list that I got, mind you, I got six things that you could do. You know what I mean? Six things that I advise that you be aware of and that you do when you get in this relationship. And if you're looking forward to being in a relationship with a high value male, you know what I mean? That's, you know what I mean? Because you know how to pick. You watch the channel, so you know how to pick. So you're going to pick an alpha male, a man with some value, you know what I mean? And number one on this list, ladies, you got to know your task. When I say task, I want to say role, but I know that a lot of people look at role and they just get all crazy with it, but you want to know your task, all right? Know that what's going on nowadays is not okay, all right? It's not okay for the woman to be the man. Do it in the order, right? Ladies, follow the order, you know what I mean? Man, woman, child, you know what I mean? Ladies, keep it natural. Keep it natural. Keep the natural order going. You know what I mean? Don't follow trends. Don't follow trends. Always set your own example. That's number one. All right, number two, very important. I know this was number one on Mrs. Goodbread list, but number two on my list, definitely always respect your man. Respect him. Never talk bad about him. Never talk bad about him to anybody. Don't ever. Not your parents, not your friends, not your cousins, sisters. Never talk bad about your partner. All right, that is the cardinal law. And you will never see Mrs. Goodbread talking bad about me, and you will never see me talking bad about Mrs. Goodbread ever. That's just like rule number one, guys, and especially with your parents, because once you talk bad about them with your parents hold that. They hold that to their heart. So now they apply pressure too, cause now they hold how they feel, cause you gonna shake it off. Once y'all little make that love thing, you gonna shake that feeling off. But your parents and your friends, they not gonna shake that off. So your friends, they gonna talk about you and your man to your other friends. So you wanna dead that. You never talk about your partner. Automatic, no. Next, ladies, always remember that it's phases. Relationship go through its phases. That honeymoon phase in the very beginning is not gonna last. Times is gonna get crazy rough. And when we say rough, we just mean repetitive. It's gonna be repetitive. It's gonna be times where it just seems like life is just going on past. Know that. You know what I mean? That's how relationships go. Don't go starting going with the trend, looking over your shoulder, seeing what social media is showing, that fake living, people miserable really. You know what I mean? That's the part of the relationship game where people like to look outside of their relationship and for that that little dopamine fix of that honeymoon phase in their relationship, only to jump ship and start the same cycle over, because then that new relationship goes through the same phases, and it's weird. People do weird things, you know what I mean? So remember, you know what I mean? Relationship have its phases, you know what I mean, guys? Communicate, you know what I mean? Switch it up, do new things, you know what I mean? It's gonna get boring, you know what I mean? That's what it is. We're gonna grow old together, you know what I mean? Number four, ladies, real simple. I call it the 3 C's. That's cook, clean, and care, all right? Simple. Your man should never, ever be hungry. He should never, ever be having to really make his plate. You know what I mean? I'm just going by the order, you know what I mean? Why should that man have to make a plate? You know what I mean? That man, hopefully you got, like I said, I'm speaking for the ones that's trying to get an alpha male, a man with some value, a man that done went shot, the man that put that money out there to get the groceries. He should never, ever, ever be waiting for a plate or, you know what I mean, anything like that. Even when you go out, even when y'all out at the neighbor's house and stuff like that, you know what I mean, you supposed to check on him. Yo, you want to eat, you want a plate, you know what I mean? And that's just how it is, ladies. Like, it is what it is. And always know, ladies, you always will have the toughest, largest amount of responsibility. That's just what a relationship do for females, 20, especially the 29. Y'all saw that video. And if not, check it out. It'll be in the description box. Number 5 could have been in with the other one. You know what I mean? You always want to stand up for your man. You always want to stand up for him. Do right or wrong, you stand up for him, especially in the public eye. Now, if you want to bust him in the head when y'all get home, you know what I mean? But nah, don't ever be physical. But you know what I mean. But always stand up for your man. You know what I mean? And last but not least, be humble. Be humble, man, because you not always going to be right. He not always going to be right. But understand that that's part of communicating, and that's part of learning each other. It's a balanced scale. So know that he not going to be right and you not going to be right. It's going to be sometimes he going to be right and he going to let it go because you not always trying to be right. You know what I mean? And it works like that. It works like a balance. You know what I mean? You got to be like sometimes, you know what? It ain't even worth fighting for. You got that. You know what I mean? But I hope I made it under 5 minutes. Sending them questions, guys.